Lamachani just ready that boundary and then straight back with the googly, pinned him right in front of the stumps.
Exactly what Shane Warne did so brilliantly throughout his career. Set them up with the teasing slow leg break outside the off stump. In Warren's case, get them with the flipper, or later in the career when his shoulder had gone, he couldn't bowl the flipper anymore with the Zuder, or the one that comes out the front of the hand. But Lamachani, he's a superb exponent of the googly. No huge noticeable change in action. Himself and Rashid Khan of Afghanistan, really the two superstars of modern leg spin bowling in the shorter formats. Lamachani showing why he's such an asset in these franchise leagues around the world. The gamble of opening the bowling with him has paid off.
Taylor's gone now as well. That's 2 wickets in 3 overs. It was a leg stump half volley, but all he could do was pick out Dipender Singh Airee. Taylor disappointed. He's gone for a duck, much to the delight of that home crowd. Nepal well on top. USA are 7 for 2.
Well, Stephen Taylor's poor form continues. He's only scored off 1 delivery in these 2 ODIs, and that was the very first ball he faced coming up against Bilal Khan. But since then, hasn't scored off a single ball. Just a gentle leg stump half volley flick straight to Airee, and he's got to go. USA 7 for 2. He's on his legs, could have flicked that anywhere, and just a very loose shot, couldn't keep it down. Dipender Singh Airee perfectly positioned at mid-wicket in the ring.
Action!
Barley top, butter with loaded, bharieko, sorry,
Cut.
sapana bharieko with buttery,
Got it!
loaded with tasty buttery.
Line कति भइरहेछ?
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति buttery कि बोली चिप्लेको चिप्ले. Barley top, buttery taste, buttery sapana.
Back up!
दिल 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 चाहन्छ रियल बच्चाहरूको जब पार्टी होस् चुस्ती र तन्दुरुस्तीलाई अलि अलि चाहन्छ रियल फन चाहन्छ सबको मन चाहन्छ रियल
मौका चाहे जे होस् स्वाद स्वास्थ्य र खुशीको लागि रियल नै पिलाउनुहोस्.
Well, cricket have taken a wicket each in the first 3 overs. Mohan Patel to the crease. The crowd thought that might have been a chance down the leg side, but it wasn't. It's been signals of wide. There'll be 2 runs to the total. Sloppy glove work down the leg side by Binod Bandari. Maybe tired after his exploits. But let's look at this wicket. Stephen Taylor, all he's done is been able to chip it to Dipender Singh Airee at mid-wicket.
And I was talking about it going into the ad break. So here we see this one go down the leg side. And there was a deflection there, it looked like. Given his wides, but it looked like it might have come off the pad. There was definite movement as it passed Mohan Patel. So an extra run there for USA.
It's Mohan Patel in at 4. He's joined Xavier Marshall, and I just wonder how the American batsmen are going to react to this pressure cooker atmosphere that we have here.
I said in the first over, I thought once they got to that 160, 170 mark, this was going to be a very, very difficult chase against the Nepal spinners. Lamachani's taken 1 wicket already, and now Karen KC is supporting him.
And he's given. Karen KC has 2 wickets in 2 overs. Xavier Marshall snuck it off behind. Bandari holds on. The crowd goes wild. American tatters their 9 for 3.
Well, this was a carbon copy of the wicket in the first innings. Start off the match just fending away from his body. Don't think he really knew where his off stump was. That was in the fifth stump channel. Didn't really need to play at it, but fends at it with an angled bat, exposing a technical flaw for Marshall. And USA now 9 for 3 in 3 overs.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
मेरो सिपलाई बुझ्ला कसले मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ दिला कसले यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाए कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
What scenes we have here at the TU International Cricket Ground in Kirtipur, just outside Kathmandu. The crowd are simply going wild because two of their favourite players, Karen KC and Sandeep Lamachani, have this American chase in tatters. USA are 9 for 3. Ian Holland, the new man to the crease, fresh off a maiden one-day international 50. He's not going to be on strike, Mayank Patel is. They have to face up to this challenge of Lamachani. Can't help but think, Peter Della Penna, that the crowd is playing a huge role in this match currently.
This is one of the great things about the new redesigned schedule for this League 2 competition. We're talking about it in the Oman match when it was under the old World Cricket League Championship. It was the luck of the draw. You didn't play everybody home and away. In this competition, under the League 2 structure, you have to go on the road. You have to play every team. There's no luck of the draw in terms of who you draw at home versus who you draw on the road. And Nepal exploiting that home field advantage immensely right here, Lenny.
Yeah, fitting perhaps that it's 12,000 in because they really are Nepal's 12th man right now. Virendra Malla, he's on the attack. He's got a short leg in place. It's Kakarel in there under the helmet. Slip in. Sandeep Lamachani, ball in hand. He's come back from the Big Bash, especially for this match. Not just for this match, for this series. Pressure on America. Short ball worked off his leg. Going to be runs here. And that deathly silence has come about because it's a boundary 4. Not a good delivery from Lamachani. Just drops it short. And Mayank Patel's off the mark with a boundary 4.
It's a freebie, no fine leg in place. They've got a deep backward square. And the fielder long off. The 2 men outside the ring in the power play. So just a gift, googly spinning back in, read well by Mayank.
I think we spoke a little bit about this in the first ODI for Nepal just a few days ago. Sandy has to remain patient. He's got 10 overs, he's got...
It'd even be worth, instead of that short leg fielder, putting in the second slip, because remember against Zishan Maksud, Mayank his second slip. That's how he got out in the first ODI. He's under pressure here.
Big appeal given. Lamachani strikes again. America in tatters, 4 wickets in just 21 deliveries. And it's all happening here in Kathmandu because Mayank Patel's been trapped LBW. Buddy Pradhan's given his second LBW. One looks marginal at best, perhaps, Peter.
It's another googly. And the only issue was height. In my eyes, it looked like it was going to be in line with the stumps, at least leg stump spinning in. Oman got a stride forward, but the umpire said it was going to hit the top of the stumps. Out for 6, USA 13 for 4.
Washing machine, we care every detail.
To save the American innings against Oman to help drive them up to that total of 213. They're a long way from Nepal's total of 190 right now.
And you got to call into question the decision to bowl first in the toss. They were almost forced into it because they picked 5 medium pacers. You got to call into question the decision to bowl first in the toss. They were almost forced into it because they picked 5 medium pacers. But talking about it at the start of the match, the fear was chasing it against Nepal's spin, and USA can't handle it at the moment.
really is a pressure cooker they're walking out into. So many associate matches will be played in front of crowds of 50, 100, maybe 200 people. Here we've got 12,000, and almost every one of those 12,000 is screaming for the home side. Amazing pressure on the American batsman. Sandeep holds his hands to his mouth. He thought he had another one. 4 overs gone. America 13 for 4.
बाबालाई खोप लागो
पापाको पेट घटाउन सिधै हानेको
अब त छोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
It's an awfully long way away at the moment. Casey getting extravagant movement away from the bat as he often does. Ian Holland is in at the moment with actually Homraj. These two are the only real standout batsmen in America's tournament opener.
And they had an 80-plus run partnership against Oman together. Ian Holland with his maiden ODI 50, second list A54 USA. An extensive career with Hampshire outside of that.
So Karen Casey has 2 wickets, but also Sandeep Lamachani has 2. Let's take a look. His second LBW given by our buddy Pradhan. Thought at first this one wasn't that close, but perhaps it struck him right in front.
The only issue for me was with the googly, you tend to get a bit more bounce. Monaik was quite a ways forward onto the front pad, hit just about on the knee roll or a touch below. Height for me was the only issue, but it looked like it was in line. And the umpire decided it was going to clip the top of the stumps.
Cut away by Ian Holland. There is protection out at third man. He's going to have to work hard. Brilliant fielding from Sandeep Lamachani, much to the delight. Adoring fans behind him who rise.
Well, he hasn't put a foot wrong since that second ball duck, Lenny. Redeeming himself and then some. Excellent work sliding on the boundary, and it's quite a hard outfield here in the cold temperatures. He shows off his athleticism and the crowd responds in delight.
Sheer delight. Didn't have a good day with the bat. Second ball duck, holding out to long on. He's doing it with the ball and in the field now. Backed up brilliantly by Karen KC. Standing back into the pads of Homraj. What do you do when you batting number 6 and you're coming to the crease in the 5th over?
You look at your teammates and you say, thanks, guys. Thanks for nothing. To borrow along from Caddyshack. USA in serious trouble, and it's up to Ian Holland to take them out of that hole right now.
Driven but with no control by actually Homraj. It was Homraj and Holland, as I said, who were really rescuing the innings for USA. They batted first and posted 213 in their tournament opener. Couldn't restrict Oman. Oman chased that down, and all of a sudden the tournament leaders, the table toppers who came to Nepal with 6 wins and 2 losses to put them in first place, are staring down the barrel of 2 defeats from 2. End of the 5th over, USA 14 for 4.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
And the best actor award goes to Anmol Kesi.
What makes a man? That he has the X factor. that he has pro style.
I have the X factor. I have pro style.
प्रस्तुत छ नयाँ pro style soft and shiny hair oil with hair fall control. यसमा भएको आलमोन्ड र एलोभेराको प्राकृतिक गुणले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ soft and shiny.
यसका साथै pro style dandruff control hair oil पनि बजारमा उपलब्ध छ.
Pro style for my man.
Sandeep Lamachani's taken a wicket in both his first 2 opening overs. Looking for a 3rd and 3. Rare enough to see him opening with the new ball. Maybe sometimes in the T20 format. Scandal's paying off, Peter.
USA throughout this tour has struggled mightily against spin. Bowled out for 74 against the Nepal President's 11, where they got a huge working over by Nepal's second-string spinners.
It's the googly coming back in. Well dealt with by Holland.
And that was the concern after that performance. If USA was really drowning at sea against Nepal's second line of spin attack, what were they going to do when they came up against Lamachani and Sushan Bari and Airy and Katka? Right now you can see the evidence of that carrying on.
They're so blessed with riches in the spin department. About all of this army of left-arm spinners that they have, the likes of Bhuban Karki, Hassan Regmi, not even in the squad of 14 here for Nepal. There's no bigger name than Sandeep Lamachani in the spin department.
But again, this has been a historical issue for USA against Nepal in this rivalry. Hassan Regmi, multiple 5-wicket hauls against USA over the years. Shakti Gauchan, somebody who troubled USA as well. And that tradition continues here today.
Lamachani really mixing it up. 2 googlies thrown in. Holland's going to feel the pressure. Men around the bat.
Another one, Rahul Vishwakarma took 7 wickets against USA, 7 for 15 in the Division 5 final back in 2010.
Probably just trying 1 googly too many. I think that's the 3rd or 4th googly in the over. Holland, to me, looks to be picking him out of the hand.
He's been hanging around Rashid Khan too much. Rashid wants the ball 6 balls and over, and 6 of them variations of a googly.
Finishes at the leg break, and a pleasing drive into the offside from Ian Holland's going to relieve just a touch of that pressure. Overpitched in the wide's going to end up costing him 5. The end of 6 overs, it's 19 for 4.
Runs on the board after the completion of 6 overs for USA.
5 वर्षमा धनबहार, अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार, अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार। 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाइने हुने योग छ। 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार।
तर कसरी?
मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320।
It's a glorious shot. The shot of the day from an American perspective. Akshay Homraj slightly overpitched by Karen KC and straight as a die. Held his shape beautifully. The perfect straight drive.
We know that at least something is going at USA's way, because it looks like Karen Casey was going to drag that back onto the stumps for a brief moment, and Ian Holland was well out of his crease. If it had gone to hand and onto the stumps, then you really would have known everything is going for Nepal today. It's their day, but USA able to escape that close shave. Gorgeous shot from Homraj.
I suspect if you go and look in the MCC coaching manual for a demonstration of the perfect straight drive, you're not going to see too many better examples than that from Akshay Homraj, the USA keeper batsman. Took a beautiful catch in the first innings as well, 1 of 2 brilliant catches. How good was that one from Kenjiga?
Nash, the king of the desert, and his parents are here today. Pradeep and Shruta flew in from their coffee plantation in Karnataka. And I could hear them screech with delight when Nosh took that one-hander.
It was about as good a catch as I've seen live, because it was really travelling to dive full stretch above his head, clung on with one hand, and then crucially managed to stop the ball from popping out as he landed onto the ground.
And not just that, the fact that we're in 50-degree Fahrenheit, 10-degree Celsius temperatures, that's going to sting. And he had no hesitation reaching out above his head to knife that out of the air. He's USA's among their top fielders historically, right up there with Kareem Gore and Hayden Walsh Jr.
Yeah, changing the field here, Peter, because first slip's going to come out. That's Cockerell. He's going to come into a catching cover there. You can just see on the right-hand side of your screen, probably about 15 yards from the bat, maybe 10 yards from the bat. Goes straight towards him. The crowd are celebrating, but it's a classic crowd catch. Hits straight into the ground and then bouncing up. And he cuts off the boundary.
I was talking to Subhash Cockerell after that warm-up match with the Nepal President's 11, which he captained, scored that unbeaten 50. And he was really looking forward to getting an opportunity to get back into the team. And the injury to Sharad Vasakar had opened the door for him to get back into the lineup. Fortunately, couldn't convert with runs today, but still has an opportunity to make an impact in the field.
Actually, Homraj looks a very correct player, would that be fair to say? Technically correct, looks to hit the ball straight through the V.
Well, he's had a strong upbringing developmentally coming up through the Guyana under-19 system. Grew up in Guyana before migrating to New York in his late teenage years. And initially was in New York City, moved up to Schenectady, which for those who are not quite up to speed on their New York geography, that's 3 hours north on the New York State Thruway, just outside of Albany, the state capital. So it's quite a hike for him to get back down to New York City with Galaxy Cricket Club to play with them on the weekends, but he's got a lot of commitment.
And he's looking good at the moment. 7 overs gone, it's 23 for 4.
Seven overs gone. 23 runs on the board. Two batsmen on the crease for them. Just number 26, Ian Holland, and just number 30, Akshay Homraj.
Sandy, dansa babu, dansa. Sandy.
7 overs gone, and if you're just joining us here, the most remarkable start to this American chase. They need 191 to win, but they're already 4 wickets down. Sandeep Lamachani, the hometown hero, with the ball in hand.
Oh, none.
There is turn there from that new ball. Remember, is just into its 4th over, with a new ball being used at each end in all one-day internationals these days, but already turn.
Spinning that sharply again. Wonder if it might be worth putting in a second slip like Oman did successfully. Got to have 7 men in the ring in the power play regardless.
That's the googly, and you can see Ian Holland clearly picking the ball out of the hand from Sandeep Lamachani, confidently going back to that and punching through the offside for a single.
The only reason to keep that mid-wicket fielder in there is if he's going to be bowling googly after googly after googly. You chip it off the inside edge to mid-wicket, but he's got that forward short leg in there for that shot already too.
I suspect Sandeep's going to test Homraj and see if he can pick him now as well. Googly imminent.
I'd be tempted to take that mid-wicket fielder out and put him in at second slip.
And there is the googly. You could almost see it coming, perhaps a little bit too telegraphed. I'm not sure Homraj picking it out of the hand quite like Holland is, but he survives for the moment.
Caccarel looks like he's just crept in a touch closer at forward short leg. Under the helmet there, Katka, and it slipped.
We're just keeping it a little bit low. Another googly to end the over. 8 overs gone. America 24 for 4.
Skyward, Google Android TV lead the future.
Third of 6 matches in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 Tri-Series here. Bringing you every ball live on Kantipur TV HD. Of course, you can watch around the world on kantipurtv.com. Andrew Leonard here. We've got Peter Della Penna of ESPN Cricinfo with me. And Peter, could you have predicted this start to the American chase?
Yes, only because of how poorly USA played in their warm-up matches. It was telegraphed. Their batting has really, really struggled. When you have Elmore Hutchinson as your leading scorer on tour, it doesn't bode well for the rest of the batting lineup.
I suppose the silver lining at the moment for America is the fact that it was Holland and Hamraj who were the 2 foreign batsmen of the first match, and both have looked pretty comfortable so far.
They started to settle down here since that burst of wickets in the first 4 overs, but keep harping on it. Again, I question the decision to bowl first at the toss. USA has not been a very confident chasing team, and especially to ask them to do that on the road, on a spinning wicket, against a team whose specialty is spin, when USA has struggled mightily playing spin recently. I just didn't quite understand.
Yeah, we've seen generally the theory being to bowl first because of primarily the 9:30 a.m. starts. There's a bit of moisture around. There was a bit of early movement, particularly Rusty Theron taking it away from the right-handers.
You know, again, I think they were forced into bowling first, though, because of their team selection and their team balance. It was so heavily overloaded with medium pace. If they were going to bowl in the second innings, they were not going to get any advantage with spin because they only had 2 spinners.
Slight mix-up between Hamraj and Holland. Get back. No harm done.
You don't want if Paul wins the toss or you win the toss, you've got some flexibility to be able to have some measure of success regardless of what situation you choose to put yourself in or that the opponent puts you in. They really only gave themselves one choice with the team they picked.
Good tight stuff this from Karen KC. Karen has 2 wickets so far. Here's the second one of them. Xavier Marshall just outside the off stump. He didn't really need to play at it. A fine edge through to the keeper.
And again, the first dismissal he had against Oman, he was falling over his stumps, LBW to Bilal Khan, and there he's pushing away from his body with an angled bat. Really not the best technique, and it's something he needs to work on.
That's a glorious shot from Holland, but there's protection in the deep, so it'll just be a single to deny Karen Casey a maiden. At the end of 9 overs, it's 25 for 4.
जिस निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
One over remains in the first power play. Sandeep Lamachani is going to continue.
Forward short leg has come out to short fine leg, and Kakaro is the man. It was in it. Forward short leg has been pushed back to the edge of the ring, and he fields that one for a single. Just to finish off that point about Marshall, if he was playing that angled bat driving through cover, you could justify that somewhat, but playing a defensive prod with an angled bat, it's not out of the MCC manual.
Beautifully bowled by Lamachani, beats Homraj outside the off stump, and you can see turn with his leg break and his googly sharp turn. Beautifully bowled, drift as well, a little bit of dip.
You can see that turn that he's getting. Challenging Homraj. Homraj now remarking his guard. He's moving from leg stump to middle stump to try and cover that turn.
Second slip's going into place just like you wanted, Peter. So short fine leg comes out, goes into second slip.
Only took him until the 10th over, Lenny.
Too full and wide. That previous delivery of Lamachani's was the leg spinner's dream. They talk about drift, dip and turn. So it drifts back into the right-hander, making him think like he's going to play it to the leg side, and then turns away. Right now, Sandeep Lamachani is all over Akshay Homraj.
Well, he's taken the googly out of the picture somewhat with that second slip now in place.
Just a little fuller this time, and Homraj will be happy to get down to the non-striker's end. Holland has looked comfortable so far against Lamachani.
Again, like you said, Lonnie, he looks like he's picking it much easier out of the hand than any of the other USA batsmen have. And he's been a rock against Oman, and now here again today, trying his best to repel Lamachani. Is now Katka comes out to have a word, the ex-captain. The past and the future generation of Nepal.
Yeah, and that's where the cheer in itself, just Sandeep Lamachani and Paris Katka getting together for a little conference with the new captain. New captain in just his second one-day international as captain, Mahendra Mala, taking over the reins from the legendary Katka. Quicker and wider outside the off stump. That's one of the variations we've seen him bowl in those T20 leagues. 10 overs gone. USA 27 for 4.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
Sir, shabash.
Center fruit, mood banaucha, ting tong.
End of the first 10 overs and the end of the power play. We move into power play 2. We have a change of bowling and a change in the commentary box. Pass over to Sachin and Bidot.
Thank you, Andrew. 27 for 4. The first 10 overs have definitely belonged to Nepal, the way they bowled. Change in the bowling. Susan Bari, another spinner. Nepal will have a lot of spinning options. Good afternoon, Vinod.
Good afternoon, Sachin. It's a chilly afternoon here in TU cricket grounds. First ball wicket for Susan Bari. Looking to cut the ball from the stumps. Akshay Homraj. There was not much room to cut that ball. What a timely wicket for Nepal. It's getting tougher and tougher for Team USA to get back from here.
Half the side down now, USA. Susan Bari, what a series he's having. 2 for 13 off 10 in the first match and first ball wicket in the second. Look at the jubilant young guy. "27 for 5, our Team US.
एक्चुअली राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ।
राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा आउनुपर्छ भनेर हुन्छ हाम्रो ठाउँमा हो राजधानी।
हेर्नुहोस् तपाईहरु धरी कुरा नगर्नुहोस्, राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा हुनुपर्छ।
मैले भनिसकेको छु कि राजधानी हाम्रै ठाउँमा हुनुपर्छ।
ओके ओके ओके, राजधानी सबैलाई चाहिन्छ र सबैका लागि हो राजधानी। त्यसैले ल्याएका छौं राजधानी पीपीसी सिमेन्ट, तपाईको ठाउँ हाम्रो राजधानी।
विकास सम्भव छ मजबुत निर्माणले। मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ अम्बे स्टिल्सले। अम्बे स्टिल्स जे बन्छ दिगो बन्छ।
What a start for Nepal with the ball. This is exactly the point we were trying to make when we were on air during Nepal's batting. Not much spin used on this wicket. It's not easy to bat against spin on this wicket. For spinners, Somebody has started very well. 190. They are already 5 down for 27. The spinners will surely make it difficult for US. Nepal has world-class spinners in Sandeep Lamithane. Susan Bari has got wicket of the first ball. We still have the light spin up until the 40th over, I would imagine. If anything, both the medium pacer would return for only the slog overs that I believe. They've got so many spinners to contend with. Of course, Kusal Malla is one. Then we've got Paras Kharka and Dipender Singh to accompany them. So 11th over gone, Team USA 27 for 5. I thought he's corrected the length. He's still very young at ODIs, especially 50 over format. He's not played many. Bowling in a 50 over format is an art. It's a skill that you need to acquire by playing as many matches as possible. He's still young at this 6th over. Beautiful delivery. Beautiful. Too short. Game playing, but then getting that ball to turn both ways. striking. Tucked around the corner at the square leg boundary. Slight misfield. Allows him to run back for the second. They should remember their own innings. They were 47 for 5 at one point of time. 5 at one point of time. Run there. Will not allow that to happen. They will have to contain it. Ever. This is the first time I've seen US going 44 overs with pace. This kind of a surface. This kind of a surface. For Kirtipur, and that's the end of the 12th. 30 for 5 US. This is the first time I've seen US going 44 overs with pace. Especially on this kind of a surface. There's no grass whatsoever. If anything, only going to offer some spin and some invariable bounce. Beautiful delivery this time. Close. Lucky there for Kirtipur. And that's the end of the 12th. 30 for 5 US.
चित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योतिलाई
वेल साथीहरु, आज पर्पज डे, गोरे आए नि काले आए पनि नेपालीहरुको पर्पज डे भनेर भनिराखेका छन् हैन।
Ian Holland, the most important, he's not providing any pace to the batsman. That was turning away. No chance of an outdoor. Need to bowl with a little bit of pace for the batsman not to get under the ball and hit it. He's getting used to this. Ian Holland having some serious. Being too ambitious. He's the prize. 5 extra runs. Inside wickets this time. Lucky for Holland. Just carried to the boundary. Good work there at the deep by Arif Sheikh.
TV, lead the future.
बाबालाई खोप लाग्यो
पापाको पेन कटाउँदा सिरानीको
अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा जनहितमा जारी
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
One of those classical left arm spinners like Susan Bari is, but mightily effective. Ball with some pace. He's one bowler who gets the ball to dip in. He's got good arm ball to go with. He's very accurate as well. Very much in the mold of Sakti Gauchan, who does not turn the ball much. Starts off with a dot delivery to Salmalla. USA 38 for 5. Nepal were 40 for 1 at this point of time. You have to stay as close to the wicket as possible. You have to bowl it onto.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
Left armers. It's one ball onto the stumps. Gets the inside ace. Will run down for a couple. Once again, no turn on this ball.
Flight this time, but a touch too full allows Gore to give the strike back to Ian Holland.
And also because there are two right-handed batsmen in the middle, these two left-arm bowlers will find it easier to bowl at them.
in the series.
And they only have themselves to blame. Today Nepal actually played very cautiously till the 10th over. Suddenly we had a spell from Stevenson and Netrowalkar. They didn't do anything special, they just kept the ball in the right areas. This wicket has enough help. Another outside edge, top edge I would say, fetches them a double. They're running well between the wickets. All, as you said, needs to be very, very careful here. They're putting pressure back on Nepal with the running between the wickets. Taken 3 doubles in this over already. Bowling a maiden over and then bowling a wide down the leg side. Susan Bhari has gone for 16 runs in no time. Need to be careful here.
End of the 15th over, 46 for 5 are Team US.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Skyward air conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators. Lively and fresh every day.
More wickets for US. That's the advantage that Nepal have, but they'll have to be careful here. The partnership is looking threatening.
But those 3 wickets went in no time, Sachin. They were almost 47 for 7. 49 for 7 rather. 49 for 5. Beg your pardon. So again, all the more reasons that these 2 bowlers from both ends needs to keep it tight. They should not be bowling too many extra balls like what Susan did in the last over. 5 extra runs allowed these batsmen to ease out that pressure that was building up on them.
Karima Kaur, all he needs to do is give strike back to Holland. They need to rotate the strike. All he needs to do is give strike back to Holland. Even 2 and over, 3 and over, they can fine because the target is not much. All they need to do is save wicket at this point of time.
And the way Karima Kaur is playing, it's only a matter of time. He's going to top his one to the fielder's hand because he's looking to close his bat way too often on this turning wicket.
A single there, and the top order that we're talking about. Oman in the first match against Nepal lost 5 wickets for 52 runs. Nepal lost 5 wickets for 60 runs. Today Nepal lost 5 wickets for 49 runs and USA lost 5 wickets for 27 runs. So it's the lower part of the team that's involved in run making in this tournament, you know.
So far, yes. Again, it's batsmen to be blamed. The way they have played the early overs, it's not easy with the 2 new balls from 2 ends. Especially even for spinners, the newer ball tends to bite more, grip more. That has been the case in this tournament so far.
Came back in sharply, inside is onto the pads. Kusal Malla, half-hearted appeal, and that ends the 16th over, 48 for 5 US.
सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई। आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी
So USA struggling at 48 for 5, pretty much where Nepal was at this stage. But it's the US team which is chasing right now, and they're chasing a 190 score, which is not easy. Look at that ball turn from that angle.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
The middle leg and turning square.
So USA is struggling at 48
A lot of
for
doubt
5.
in batsman mind.
Where
That's
Nepal
what I was
was
talking about.
at
He's
this
closing
stage.
the face of the bat way too often.
US team which is chasing right now. They're
Team
chasing
US
a
do not play
190
spin
score, which is
particularly.
not easy. Look at that ball turn. From that angle, ball pitching onto middle leg and turning square creates a lot of doubt in batsman mind. And that's what I was talking about. He's closing the face of the bat way too often.
Team US do not play spin particularly well. This time he's found the gap. Think of a second, and they complete it easily. Susanbari touched to full this time.
You have to hold on to the stumps. They play as many balls as possible. Do not allow them any width to free their arms. Because these batsmen will look to score. They will not look to defend. They will not look to... Once again, room provided. Length was short. After bowling a good first ball in this over, Susanbari is struggling to find the same length.
He'll have to bowl somewhere around the fourth stump, fifth stump, and then look to spin from there.
Oh, brilliant catch! Brilliant catch! And guess who is Paras Khadka?
That was unbelievable from Paras Khadka. A full-blooded cut shot, finding the edge. And what he does, he just sticks his hand out, plucks it out of a thin air. That's an amazing catch, as good a catch as you would see in any form of cricket. Brilliant. Paras Khadka making a mark for himself in this cricket match. Haven't done much with the bat, but this is top-notch. Well done. Well caught, Paras.
He's delighted. He is delighted. What a catch. Stuffs like this put your team on highs. Susanbari, he has to give this wicket to Paras Khadka.
Skyward Air Conditioners, your air, we care.
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ
सर शाबाश
सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ टिङ टङ
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस् हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज हिराको टप र हिराको हार
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Skyward Air Conditioners, your air, we care. Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. Undercover.
Replay of that catch again. 50 for 6 US. What a catch that was. Paras Khadka plucked it out of nowhere. Susanbari has got a gift from Paras. It was a full-blooded cut shot and that edge was difficult to hold, but Paras did it. Oh, beautiful bowling.
So Hutchinson has Hutchinson has walked in. Just look at the catch. Forget about the bowling. Just look at that. He had no way to go and he just stuck his hand out and stuck in between. Another leg by for a couple. That ball turned as well. So 17th over has gone. USA is 52 for 6.
पाँच वर्षमा धनबहार, अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार, अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार। 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाइने हुने योग छ। 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार।
तर कसरी?
हो, मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा योजना लिएकी छु।
अति उत्तम। उहाँहरूले जस्तै तपाईहरुले पनि ज्योति लाइफको 320 धनबहार जीवन बीमा गर्नुहोस्, जसले तपाईलाई बीमा अवधिभित्र 3 पटक बीमाङ्कको 1/3 रकम र बीमा अवधि पश्चात 20 वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक वर्ष बीमाङ्कको 5% रकम भुक्तान गर्नेछ। साथै
against Oman, which wasn't enough. So if you say we cannot win from here, it has to be in Holland playing a big knock. Salman meanwhile conceding only 2 runs off 2.1 overs.
Exactly. Holland will have to do what Vinod Bhandari did for Nepal. He will have to stay in there with Hutchinson, who is very capable of hitting big balls. He's one hell of a hitter. I've seen him hitting up monstrous hits for sixes. So only way USA could bring any threat to Nepal is if Hutchinson starts to get going.
53 for 6. Nepal got what they wanted. Early wickets. USA in all sorts of trouble at this point of time. But it's this important wicket of Holland that Nepal need. Paras Khadka produced a blinder. Amazing catch. His reflex action was something to look at. Hutchinson, the new man in, will have to give him company. Jam-packed crowd. What a day for cricket. Plays on the back foot, straight to the fielder.
These two batsmen will have to make sure that USA does not lose any more wicket, because any more wicket from here would mean that tailender will be in. Hutchinson has known a little bit for his batting, especially for his hitting abilities. After that, they're left with bowlers only to contend with.
And hitting won't be easy as well, given the quality of spinners Nepal has. Beautiful delivery, but I think the impact was outside and the ball turned a bit as well.
That's what I was telling you, Sachin. At the start of his spell, he's somebody who will bring the ball in very, very easily. You won't even figure out the change in his stride. And just look at that ball come in. It's some very good arm balls. Much like what Sakti used to do.
Very awkwardly defended there by Hutchinson. End of the 18th, 53 for 6.
Skyward, Google, Android TV. Lead the future.
बाबालाई खोप लाको
पापाको पेट कटाउन
अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा
Strike Holland was holding 1-4 together.
The lone warrior you can call till now, Holland, for the United States. A single off the first ball. Now Hutchinson will have to look to play around Holland and the tail as well. USA 54 for 6.
Absolutely. And Holland will have to make sure that he keeps on ticking. He just cannot wait there for things to happen. You have to make sure that he stays there, and in between, you have to keep rotating, because We do believe that 190 is not a big total, but still, it's at least 140 runs away from where they want to be at the end of this game. It's not going to be easy scoring those runs if they don't keep on ticking.
USA must have been thinking, why did not we include more spinners? They trusted pace bowling more than spin.
In fact, they took out the only quality spinner they had. Timil Patel was replaced today. And the guy who walked in did bowl really well. Stevenson got 3 for 30. But again, it was those middle overs that was more important for USA to contain Nepal for less than 150 even. Oh, beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery. Susan Bari is producing some rippers. Even umpire signaling it was just inches away from the stumps. Just look at that ball dip and then turn. Look at that ball swirl in the air and just then turn away. That's a magic delivery from Susan Bari.
Holland has no idea where the ball came from and went. Susan Bari, 2 for 21.
So spin duo of Susan Bari and Kusal Malla creating a lot of trouble for these two batsmen in the middle.
Crowd, they came in to watch Nepal play. They love their cricket. They love their cricket team. Cricketers. Over.
Skyward,
straight to the
your
fielder.
air, we care.
2 or 3 runs off this over after 19, 56 for 6.
सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार समयमै जीवन बिमा
Skyward washing machine, we care every detail.
सधैँको जीवनको साथ भोलिको खुसियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको
Skyward refrigerators,
समयमै
lively.
जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
Skyward air conditioners, your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुसियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ
Skyward refrigerators, lively and
Straight to Kusal Malla onto his 4th over. Kusal Malla, what a day he's having. 50 on debut for him. Came at a quick pace too.
We've got 12,000 people here. Going to find out from some of these Nepal fans who they're.
Would love to add on to that tally as well. Kind of a day he's having. Sure, he's not far away from that too.
Paris Kakya forever.
First time Holland has come down the
Sandy
track.
Plamet.
Thank you, Andrew.
A spinner. He'll have to do more of
Andrew Leonard here
such
in the
thing.
crowd.
Use the pitch.
Cricket ground. We've got 12,000 people here. Going to find out from some of these Nepal fans who their favourite player is. Ramachani. Paris Kakya.
Of course, Paris Khadka.
Paris Kakya.
Paris Khadka forever.
Paris Kakya forever.
Definitely Sandeep Lamichhane.
Sandy Plamachani. But we've got one more question for this huge crowd. 12,000 people here today. Who's going to win the game today? I think it's Nepal for me. Back to you in the commentary box.
Thank you, Andrew. That was our colleague, Andrew Leonard, going into the crowd to know their opinion. Which we knew from here, Sachin, that it can't be any other team than Nepal who's more likely to win.
The crowd support will always be with the home team, especially in TU. The densest prop out of the crowd. Uppishly played, but into the gap. So just a single, and that's the end of the 20th over. 6 down for 59 US.
5 वर्षमा धनबहार अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार अनि अर्को 5 वर्षमा फेरि धनबहार 15 वर्षपछि त झन् लक्ष्मी दाइने हुने योग छ 20 वर्षसम्म त झन् कन्टिन्यू धनबहार
तर कसरी
मैले हाम्रो उज्जवल भविष्यको लागि ज्योति लाइफ इन्स्योरेन्सको 15 वर्षीय 320 धनबहार जीवन बिमा योजना लिएकी छु।
अति उत्तम। उहाँहरूले जस्तै तपाईहरुले पनि ज्योति लाइफको 320 धनबहार जीवन बिमा गर्नुहोस्। जसले तपाईलाई बीमा अवधिभित्र 3 पटक बीमा अङ्कको 1/3 रकम र बीमा अवधि पश्चात 20 वर्षसम्म प्रत्येक वर्ष बीमा अङ्कको 5% रकम भुक्तान गर्नेछ। साथै
Really well here, Susan. Bit outside the off stump this time, and Hutchinson plays it for a single, and there's the change in commentary box. Prarambha Tahal will be joined by Ayush Gautam.
Thank you, Sachin. Brilliant bowling display by Nepal as United States of America are languishing at 64-6 in the 21st over.
Well, definitely Prarambha, the way the bowler took responsibility from the start. Sandeep Lamichhane was exceptional with his delivery, and Karan Casey doing a good job for the team from the other end. And Sushan Bari, what a tournament this guy is having.
Very impressed by the bowling of Bari in the past 2 matches. It shows that the talent, upcoming youth potential Team Nepal has is very promising. Many players, especially rising with the increasing number of domestic tournaments as well. That's a massive shot, goes to the boundary.
Well, definitely Prarambha, as you told, like this sort of tournament will definitely provide some exposures to the young players. And talking about domestic tournaments, various young players have been playing exceptionally well.
At the crease right now for America in Holland.
US actually seem to be having a bit of partnership out here.
He is having out here today.
With the bat and now with the ball, this guy is the one to watch. Kushal Malla, the left-handed 15-year-old batsman who represents Nepal Army in the domestic circuit. And now we'll be talking to the crowd through our friend.
We want to ask everyone in the crowd, are you guys having a
Sandeep Lage Chane. Right arm over.
Nepal's spin star Sandeep Chane is now in the bowling attack. He's bowling from the pavilion end. Probably looking forward to adding another wicket. And Ayush, you know how generous Sandeep has been. He's promised 8,848 rupees for every single wicket he takes. He is contributing that amount to and for the construction of the stadium. That's a huge. Do is with Nepali cricket getting this kind of exposure at the international arena, Nepal might as well be a neutral venue. The end of the 23rd over, USA are 69 for 7.
Mega Bank Nepal Limited.
When Nepal were initially struggling, having lost early wickets, we thought it was going to be a very difficult match for Nepal to impose an authority on. But the way the US batting lineup has collapsed, it's outstanding.
The bowlers have been doing a brilliant job today, and this is the problem with US batting lineup. The previous game against Oman, I mentioned about that Prarambha, because if you look at United States of America batting lineup, Monak Patel, Aaron Jones and Steven Taylor have together put up 749 runs for the team, and after the collapse of first four wickets, that definitely going to be in trouble.
This is absolutely why they need a very good partnership out here among Holland and Stevenson if they are to have any hopes of making it through. Kushal Malla in his 6th over. This guy is having a dream debut. Looking at the US scorecard, exactly what you said. Look at the top order. The first 5 batsmen did not even score in double figures. Slips it. Does he find the gap? He finds the gap, but he does not find the found the boundary.
Xavier Marshall, Aaron Jones, Steven Taylor and Monak Patel, the highest contributor for US in this tournament, and losing their first 4 quick succession. US are definitely going to be in back foot, and Holland trying to hold the game, but they need partnership at the moment.
Almost halfway through their 50 overs. USA, at the end of the 24 overs, they are 71 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार। सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
Sir.
शाबाश। सेन्टर फ्रुट मुड बनाउँछ।
World Cricket League 2. USA has lost 78 wickets and among them 37 wickets have come from spinners.
That's impressive. That's a plus point for Nepal and the way of opportunity for a run out, but the batsmen, they reach and cross the crease right on time.
Throughout this tournament, US have been struggling with the spin department. Brilliant effort there by Subhaskar Gurel.
Did not have an ideal day with his batting after making a comeback to the national team, but he has been giving everything on the field. Susan Bari having a brilliant series, this young gentleman.
Well, what a day we had against Oman. 10 overs, 14 runs, 3 wickets, 1 median over at the economy of 1.4. Dream debut for Sushant Bhari. The previous match against Oman, the dream debut for Kushal Malla.
Just the kind of all-rounder any team would love to have, Kushal Malla. And we've been reiterating, it's very difficult to believe that Nepal have found a talent in this 15-year-old left-handed aggressive batsman.
Flighted ball there by Sushant Bhari. Attacking captaincy by Gyanendra Malla in today's game. We saw when Sandeep Lamichhane was bowling, he placed a short leg and a slip. He was going for the wickets. Still slip in place. Paras Kharka there and slip.
And Gyanendra has been well supported by his bowlers. The bowlers have executed the plan and the strategy they actually came into this match with. The crowd now almost appearing certain of a victory for their country in this very interesting match. One thing that we've noticed about, the spectators at 3-1 University cricket ground in recent years is that they're very welcoming and they leave no stone unturned to even cheering the opponents, the visiting teams, whether it be foreign players during the domestic leagues or even the international players when we are having international tournaments. So at the end of the 25 overs, halfway through the 50 overs of USA innings, USA...
शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड
विकास सम्भव छ मजबुत निर्माणले मजबुत निर्माण बन्छ अम्बे स्टिल्स जे बन्छ दिगो बन्छ
राजीवलाई पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल बैंकिङ एक्टिभ गर्न बैंकै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ अब मोबाइल बैंकिङ एक्टिभेट गर्न बैंक गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट USA Nepal were 72 for 5. USA in fact have 3 runs more but lost 2 more wickets.
The difference could be the partnership. US need partnership at the moment.
Holland is already well set at the crease. He has scored 33 runs of 66 deliveries, while Stevenson, of his 11 deliveries, has scored 3 runs. A partnership is very imperative for the United States of America right now.
New batsman Stevenson facing Sandeep Lamichhane. Ganendra Molla could place one short leg. The way Sandeep Lamichhane is bowling at the moment, you can confuse the new batsman whether the next ball is googly or a leg spin.
That was another very good delivery, and Stevenson wanted to have a go at it. Didn't time it. Didn't connect it. 2 dot balls for Sandeep's 8th over.
Steven needs to be in the crease. He needs to support Holland at the moment. And exceptionally well against the match against Oman. He scored 65 out of 78 deliveries.
A brief chat between the batsmen out there, probably formulating a strategy of their own to build up a partnership out there.
Well, this back-to-back dot deliveries can certainly put pressure on Stevenson.
Indeed, at this point of time. However, Stevenson should not lose his calm and play to the merit of the deliveries. Sandeep giving away nothing so far from his 8th over. Nepal's spin sensation is widely admired around the planet in all the countries where he tries his trade in their domestic tournaments. So USA at the end of the 26 overs reduced to 75 for 7.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ ग्रेट दाइ नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी ल
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरा छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो
अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा ब्याङ्क हातमा
Cricket is my religion, Paris is my God, says a Paris Khatka fan out there. The legend of Nepali cricket.
Well, definitely a youth icon for many of the youngsters, an inspiration. From Division 5 to ODI status, this man has been leading Nepal.
Now joining the in fact, there's a bowling change. Avinash Bohra steaming in from the pavilion end. What Ganendra Molla would want here right now is another wicket.
Well, too many options for Ganendra Molla at the moment.
He has this advantage right now because United States of America are way far, they're distant from the target. A few bowling changes might just do the trick for Ganendra as Nepal aim for their first win of the series.
Definitely, but too many options for Ganendra Molla. From the first half of the game, United States of America were already back in back foot.
That was an edge, but it goes through to the third man.
Just for this over, the slip was removed.
Could have carried.
This could be definitely a big blow for America if this wicket had fallen.
Holland is the one that Ganendra and Team Nepal would want to get out at the moment because look at him. He is a very experienced cricketer. And you cannot walk away from the fact that he can single-handedly change the game provided the fact that he receives able support from the other end.
Well, I'm waiting for that Yorker for Avinash Bohra.
A brief of board meeting from quite a bit of distance Avinash Bohra is having.
Well, there's always an advantage when you have your experienced player on mid-off, mid-on. Like the experienced player and can go and talk to the bowlers, give them confidence. We have seen in the first game against Oman as well, Paras Khatka and Gyanendra Malla or Sarat Veswakar were placed in mid-on, mid-off.
That's what you do. You put your best players with a lot of experience in and around the bowler, young bowlers in fact, to provide them with inputs that can help them match. The way Nepali middle order played today is something they would be inspired from, because after a disastrous beginning to their innings, it was Kushal Malla and Vinod Bhandari who rescued their hopes. The bowling card of Nepal on your screen right now. Avinash Bohra only in his first over, but the spinner is doing the trick for Nepal. As expected, the change has worked for Gyanendra Malla.
Spin to win was the strategy, and it worked properly for Nepal. Just a single to end the over.
Nepal, in fact USA, are 78 for 7 at the end of the 27th over.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाल्नु। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
If you've just joined Kantipur Television SD on your TV screens and online, you're watching Nepal versus USA, the third match of the Triangular Series being held in Kathmandu, Nepal under the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 tournament.
Kushal Malla offering some flight to Holland. It's giving an opportunity for Holland to step out of the crease. Kushal Malla does not turn the ball too much.
One thing that every aspiring cricketer or batsman, to be specific, should learn from Kushal is the fact that at times that's a boundary. Kushal Malla would not have wanted that, but that was well played.
Well, US need 109 runs to win from 135 balls with 3 wickets in hand. Well, Nepal needs the wicket of Holland at the moment. He can be dangerous if he gets going.
Indeed. This is a pressure situation for the United States of America. Similar was the situation when Kushal had walked in. The thing with pressure is many succumb to it while a few thrive in it, and that was Kushal Malla today for Nepal.
Well, definitely the temperament that Kushal Malla showed today, hold his nerve in front of thousands of crowd playing his debut game for Nepal.
Another sweep shot, this time yet again earns a boundary.
Well, Nepal need to stop those boundaries. This will certainly give confidence to US batsmen.
2 boundaries conceded in this over already with a single. Nepal cannot be complacent at this situation. They are in a very strong position, 87 for 7, United States of America as of now. Their required run rate is 4.69.
A brilliant batting display by Holland. He's taking the responsibilities. Dot ball to end the over. That's the end of 28th over. US had 87 for the loss of 7 wickets.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
बाबालाई खोप लाग्यो? पापाको पेट कटाउन सिरानीको अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो। बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ। आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ।
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ। यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ। नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण गरौँ।
युनिसेफ र साझेदारहरूको प्राविधिक सहयोगमा नेपाल सरकार स्वास्थ्य तथा जनसङ्ख्या मन्त्रालय र एनसेलद्वारा
And Bangladesh are playing Test cricket. Test cricket has returned to Pakistan after a long time. In fact, international cricket has returned to Pakistan after a long time.
Holland, getting close to his 50. We need to praise the way Holland is batting at the moment.
Absolutely, from a troubled situation, when Holland walked into the crease, he's been very patient and persistent to produce 40 significant and valuable runs for United States of America from 76 deliveries. Finds the gap of Avinash Bohra, but there's a fielder in the deep. They still run for 2 runs.
One thing that is lacking in the USA innings is a partnership and a supportive role for Holland. We saw in the first innings a brilliant supporting role by Binod Bhandari.
Absolutely, because if you look at the required run rate, it's still achievable. It's just the thing that they don't have many wickets to rely on. So there's a replay of that delivery, almost into the block hole. Holland does not let it pass away. Good bowling there, the bit of misfielding, and that ball races to the boundary. Holland 46 from 79, only 4 runs short of his half century out here.
It was a fuller length delivery, a bit of misfield there by David and Kushal Malla. Beautiful shot there by Holland.
A straight drive, dissecting the 2 fielders, and Karan Casey gave up the chase.
No sleep in place for Avinash Bohra. Cross seam delivery.
Dissects the field again, finds the gap, and the ball races for another 4. This time Holland raises the bat for his half century, and the crowd, this is what I was talking about, the crowd appreciating Holland's performance. This is the beauty of, cricket coming back to Nepal. The fans are very enthusiastic about the cricket. In fact, the one-day international coming here with such class from the opponents as well meets with beautiful greetings from the home support.
Back-to-back half century for Holland. Could have been the opportunity.
At the end of the 29 overs, USA are 97 for 7.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा एसएमएस गरी लकी ड्र मार्फत जित्नुहोस्। हरेक 15 दिनमा हिराको लगेज, हिराको टप र हिराको हार।
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
Sir, shabash.
Center fruit, mood banaucha, ting tong.
So, former Nepal captain Paras Khadka has been introduced by current Nepal captain Gyanendra Malla.
Well, eruption of Joe NTU cricket ground can definitely mean one thing, whether it's Paras Khadka batting or he comes into ball. Look at the excitement in crowd.
Paras Kharka has been introduced from the Chovar end. He'll be bowling to Stevenson. This partnership has to be broken if Nepal are to make another breakthrough and to put US under pressure.
A brilliant turn for Paras Kharka to start his over.
The required run rate now slowly climbing up, but still under a runner ball. There's no slip for Paras out there. Sweeps it, attempts to sweep it. Stevenson.
Third man and Findek both brought inside the circle. Trying to go for that sweep. This is not required for Stevenson. He can just rotate the strike and give as much as strike to Holland.
Cheeky shot out there, runs down the ground. It's Avinash Bora, but he cannot save it. The boundary conceded of Paras's third ball.
Brilliant presence of mind there by Stevenson. The third man fielder was inside the circle. Played according to the field set. And 4 runs added to the total of USA.
That was smart of Stevenson out there. Almost collides into the coaching staff out there at the boundary. Paras giving away only 4 runs so far in a boundary. Except for the boundary delivery, all the other balls have either confused Stevenson or beaten him.
Last ball of the over.
At the end of the 30th over, USA are 1-1 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR Steel.
Action.
Barley top, butter with loaded, bharieko. Sorry, sapana bharieko with buttery.
Got it.
Loaded with tasty buttery.
Line कति भइरहेछ?
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि
Input for United States with the ball, and Susan Bari. A very good spell for him. Good afternoon, Andrew.
Yeah, good afternoon. Sorry, a little bit out of breath. Just sprinted back from being up in the crowd there, Sachin. Such energy up there, and the fun, and the selfies, and every single one of them cheering on Nepal, and they're certain that Nepal are going to win.
Shot this time by Susan Bari. The ball did not stand up at all. Stevenson, 12 of 28, has given a very good partnership, very good support to Ian Holland. Very good round arm action of Susan Bari.
Punched into the offside that time by Stevenson. Yeah, and Holland's been the sole shining light really in this innings for USA, and he's just giving them a fighting chance. It's not going to come down to the run rate, I don't think, Sachin. It's all about the wickets column. Nepal need 3 wickets.
Nepal need a breakthrough here. That's what's needed for Nepal. Susan Bari.
Another sweep shot, and there's going to be plenty of time for them to get back for 2. Cameron Stevenson, who we saw was so effective with the ball for USA, he's playing a crucial role now with the bat. I just wonder how much longer will it be before Gayendra Malla decides to go back to Lamachani.
He's just introduced Paras Kharka from the other end. Susan Bari has produced some really good deliveries. That catch by Paras Kharka was a treat to watch.
Yeah, not the first brilliant catch we've seen today. Look because Nastush Kenjige and Akshay Homraj have both taken screamers, but perhaps none better than that one from Paris Kadka, first slip. And a message from Kevin O'Brien back in Ireland. What a catch from Paris! Exclamation mark. He's watching all the way from back in Ireland. We'll see him next month in Nepal for the Everest Premier League, I'm sure. The final ball of the 31st over will be a dot. It's 105 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
As I was just saying to Sachin, my co-commentator here, I don't think it's going to come down to the number of balls left. You can see there, what a tale of woe. 2-5-0-4-5 at the top of that card. And it's going to be Paris Kadka. He's going to try and inflict another dismissal.
Paris bowling to Stevenson. Can he get that revenge? It was Stevenson who sent Paris back to the pavilion when he was batting. Paris is a class all-rounder. There's nothing he cannot do. Bats well, balls well. And we all saw that catch. Amazing one from Paris. Beautiful line. Beautiful line.
And you can see Paris Kadka just coming around the wicket, trying to close off the angles to Stevenson, make him do something silly. Perhaps try and bring that required run rate into play. But I think what Nepal can't afford to do is just allow these two to knock it around. They've got to try and penetrate, break this partnership.
Definitely. Nepal cannot go complacent at this point of time. They're on top of the game still. They've got 7 wickets. But this partnership has to be broken, especially the man, especially Ian Holland. 2 consecutive 50s.
And I think for the first time today, USA just taking the sting out of the crowd. The first time, I mean, when USA have been batting. They took the sting out of the crowd when it was 49 for 5, but if you can beat the crowd here at the TU International Cricket Ground, you could well end up beating the home side and winning the match.
You can tell the scenario by the sound the crowd produces. 32 overs have been completed, 107 for 7.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Every minute, every day something is changing. Time is flying. Start thinking like successful people do. Whatever you want to do it now. You need to decide what you want to be. Success is not accidental. It is a decision you have to make now. A decision that will change impossible into possible. Stop wasting time. Focus your mind for better future.
Thinking of higher education abroad? Visit Global Reach and feel the difference. Global Reach. Education matters.
I wonder, is this one going to be going the distance as well?
We don't like it doing easy, Andrew. The tougher the villain, the better the movie.
What is it, though, about Nepalese cricket that just always seems to produce they call them the cardiac kids?
It's also because that they've not had many of higher scores. We tend to score on the lower side, and then our ballers come into play. So it always tends to go to the end of the match, and that has happened for a good 15-20 years since Nepal has been in the arena.
In an instance like this, where you had America in such disarray, still not quite able to close it out, should still win. There's a long way to go as Stevenson helps that one around the corner. There's going to be work to do in the deep for Avinash Bahar. He's not going to be able to cut that off. And yet again, quiet falls over the ground because it's 4 more to USA.
Bad line you'll have to say by Susan Bari. Not being consistent enough, Susan. He's got wickets, but he's also given runs because he's bowling some really bad deliveries. This is onto the stumps, onto the leg stump of the batsman.
Crowd just trying to rouse their side again here. You can really see they're just looking for that 8th wicket. Sweep shot again, this time in front of square, but it will be cut off and just a single this time. Sushan Bari was so economical in his debut ODI appearance just a couple of days ago. Not the same bowler today.
He's only himself to blame though. He's getting those good deliveries, but he's not backing those good deliveries with other good deliveries. He's offering the batsman with some sort of rank loose deliveries, because of which his scorecard is now 2 for 41.
It has to be said that the longer that Ian Holland has stayed at the crease, the more and more in control of his innings he's looked. Looks a real class act. 65 in the opening match against Oman, which was his first ever ODI 50. But Ian Holland is just making all of those fans in the crowd a little bit nervous. Big appeal and given. Cameron Stevenson can't believe it. He doesn't think he got anywhere near that. He feels like he hit the ground, but Binod Bandari holds on, and that's the crucial 8th wicket for Nepal.
Commentators curse is what's that called. Umpire raising his finger. Stevenson walks back in disbelief.
I just wonder, has Cameron Stevenson hit this or not? Parsham Shudan was certain that he had, and that's all that really matters. But let's take a look at the replay. Was there any contact here? I think for my money he's hit the ground, but the umpire's given it out. That's all that matters. USA 114 for 8.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. Undercover.
He's walking back in disbelief. 114 for 8 now. Nepal certainly the favourites.
So Rusty Theron in at number 10 for America. They've got a mountain to climb. It's the end of the 33rd over. USA 114 for 8.
निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार SR स्टील.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
मेरो सीपलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले. यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ. घर मसिन उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू. सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई.
It's had a little bit of a reshuffle in the commentary box as I bid a fond farewell to Sachin Tendulkar, joined by former Nepal captain Binod Das. There's the bowling options left for Nepal. Just 2 overs remain for Sandeep Lamachani. It's Paris Kanka at the moment who's the ball, but what I want to ask Binod Das is I want to talk to him about this decision that saw Cameron Stevenson given out. Was this out?
still a lot of bowling option to be tried from Nepal's end. This is left with 5 overs. Spain is a threat here. So still he's got 3 overs to go.
Reverse sweep, it's gone early, it's looped just over the head. Just over the head, and it's going to go all the way for 4. So risk from Ian Holland. He feels like he's running out of partners. He wants to take the aggressive route. Coming off the top edge, he will get the boundary. We'll try and bring you the replay of that Stevenson dismissal as soon as we can, because I do want Ben Audas's opinion on it. Has it found the edge? Should it have been given out? We'll take a look at the 4 first. Scooped over the infield. Good batting from Ian Holland.
2 fielders not calling it in time, causing the confusion.
Holland continues along his merry way, but he needs support from somewhere. Rusty Theron in at number 10. Had a lot of work to do alongside Ian Holland. How big a turning point was that Cameron Stevenson wicket? Let's see after this delivery. So Ben Audas, talk me through this one. Left arm around the wicket, looks for the sweep. Comes off the top edge.
Actually, it looked like they hit something because of the bounce. Seems to have missed it. Maybe because of the bounce. Actually, it was on a chest high for Vinod Bhandari.
A big appeal from the bowler and the keeper, and all that really matters is it was given out. So 8 down, 2 to get for Nepal. 71 to win for USA. It's worked into the leg side, so Holland will keep the strike. At the end of the 34th over, it's 121 for 8.
जिस निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार इस बार स्टील.
And the best actor award goes to Anmol Kesi.
What makes a man? That he has the X factor. That he has pro style.
I have the X factor. I have pro style.
प्रस्तुत छ नयाँ Pro Style Soft and Shiny Hair Oil with hair fall control. यसमा भएको आलमोन्ड र एलोभेराको प्राकृतिक गुणले तपाईको कपाललाई राख्छ soft and shiny.
यसका साथै प्रो स्टाइल डैंड्रफ कंट्रोल हेयर ऑयल पनि बजारमा उपलब्ध छ.
Pro Style for my man.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड.
ODI career. If he can find a 4th wicket, it will surely end the game. Even with the cardiac kids from Nepal, if 70 to win.
Absolutely, he's had a tremendous start to his ODI career. Sushan Bhari, 4 wicket in the first game, already 3 in this one. But Holland, hasn't he batted superbly?
Direct hit might have been close there, and a really good piece of backing up from the skipper, Gayendra Malla, leading by example there. The throw was full-blooded, to say the least, from Sandeep Lamachani. Nearly taken out as captain. But I think Tehran would have been back and home anyway. It's a beauty from Sushan Bari, just twirling away, finding the turn and grip and bounce.
Whenever he's bowled in that area, that particular area where it's on the middle and leg line, he's got some turn to go with it.
Just looking back at the replay, a real beauty, that one from Sushan Bari. He certainly hasn't been as economical as he was yesterday. At this stage, I'd say Ian Holland would be happy with just 2 dot balls just to get through Barry's spell.
Barring his 5 wides that he gave away in his second over, still he's managed to bowl pretty well. You take that 5 extra runs from his account, make out a good reading of his bowling stats. He's coming up with his last ball of his spell. Once again, he's been a pick of the bowler.
He's not going to finish with 4 wickets, but for the second consecutive ODI, he'll finish with 3 for 14 on debut against Oman and 3 for 43 today. USA are 122 for 8.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
Skyward Washing Machine. We care every detail.
Big appeal from Paris Katka, the first delivery back, and very difficult coming around the wicket to get an LBW in their favour.
On this wicket, it's a good ploy because it's turning. Turn sharply.
Ian Holland just works that one to the leg side. He's going to run hard, but no time for 2 there. How impressed have you been with Ian Holland? 65 in the opening game, and he's maybe going to go past that now. 64 not out at the moment.
He's shown the kind of patience that you need on these wickets. He's shown the kind of skill that you need. You need to keep the good balls out if you want to score big on this wicket.
Just see the score comparison on your screen. America really behind the 8 ball, not just in terms of runs, 11 runs behind compared to Nepal at the 35 over stage, but crucially 3 wickets more, 8 down. Just Sarah Netravalkar left to come for them. Rusty Theron's is certainly no mug with the bat, but you'd have to think that Ian Holland's probably going to need to make 100 here to give America any chance.
Yeah, or at least a 90, if not 100, because he will have to do the bulk of the scoring from here on. They need 68 more runs from here, and out of those 68 runs, at least a 40 will have to come from Holland's bat.
It's good though from Theron supporting Ian Holland, and if he can just get down the far end, allow Holland to go about his work, we could have yet another thrilling finish. But from a Nepal perspective, all they'll want to do is close this win out and close it out as soon as possible, get some points, get their first points on the table. Mix up, and the throw very far wide of the stumps, so no harm done for USA. 36 overs gone, it's 124 for 8.
Skyward Air Conditioners. Your air, we care.
He's back again. The wonder kid has pulled his 8 overs. I believe his first 6 were very good.
No surprise to see Sandeep Lamachani brought back into the attack from the pavilion end, but the genius move here is get him on while Theron's on strike. Only 2 more overs of him. Not sure if Theron will pick his wrong'un. He's got 12 balls to try and weasel out 1 or maybe both of these wickets.
He'll have to make sure that Theron stays on strike. He can bring his mid-on up and ask him to go after him.
Theron's going to be disappointed there as a full toss. Just couldn't find the gap either side of defender Singh-Iri. Would have liked to get off strike. Holland played Lamachani so well early in the innings. That's the big googly and a massive appeal, but surely hitting him outside the line of off stump.
That looked to be hitting outside the off stump, stretching his defense. Rusty not picking the googly though.
Yeah, you can see right away there's no way that Rusty Theron is picking that out of the hand of Lamachani. So with 2 deliveries left, I think we're going to see the leg break here and the googly to finish.
I won't be surprised if it's another googly again.
It goes for the googly again. You're spot on, Binod. Again, just perhaps too predictable if you got 2 balls in a row.
Watch out. It's going to be a big leg break, I believe. Last ball of the over.
He finishes at the leg break, but he can't get through the defences of Theron. It's a beautiful maiden over from the young leggy. He's got 2 for 21. USA 124 for 8.
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ।
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Ben Nevis Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
मेरो शीतलाई बुझ्ला कसले, मेरो जागरलाई अनुभव गर्ला कसले, सानो व्यवसायमा नै सीमित मेरो कर्मलाई व्यापारमा परिवर्तन गर्न साथ देला कसले। यी प्रश्नहरूको जवाब तब पाए जब मैले सिद्धार्थ बैंकको साथ पाएँ। कर्मशील उद्यमीहरूको लागि सिद्धार्थ बैंकको सरल एसएमई कर्जा अब पूरा हुनेछन् तपाईका सपनाहरू। सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील।
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा बैंक नेपाल लिमिटेड।
Action!
Parley top, butter with loaded, भरिएको, sorry, सपना भरिएको with buttery, loaded with tasty buttery.
लाइन गल्ती भइरहेछ।
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति बटरी कि बोली चिप्लेको चिप्ले। Parley top, buttery taste, buttery सपना।
Ben Nevis Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Now, to do the most dangerous job in the world, all he has to do is stay alive. Undercover.
Action!
Parley top, butter with loaded, भरिएको, sorry, सपना भरिएको with buttery, loaded with tasty buttery.
लाइन गल्ती भइरहेछ।
यो के भइरहेछ? यो छ नि यति बटरी कि बोली चिप्लेको चिप्ले। Parley top, buttery taste, buttery सपना।
दिल 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 चाहन्छ रियल बच्चाहरूको जब।
So he will do a tidy up. What a ball that was! That's close. That's turned sharply towards the batsman, but must be missing leg stump from that angle.
Yeah, big appeal. Nobody Dan not moved. It did turn very sharply. Probably going on to miss leg stump, and difficult to make it pitch in line, turn back. Das, you think that was close?
That was looked very close, but it turned too sharply for an umpire to give that out.
The low sun really angling across the ground. It's a beautiful scene here in Kirtipur, about 10 minutes outside of downtown Kathmandu. That required run rate's going to start coming into play. There's the next superstar of Nepal cricket. It has to be said, 15 years of age and made an ODI 50, Kushal Malla. How much did you enjoy that knock today?
He's been tremendous with his especially with his batting efforts. Somebody as young as him coming into bat when Nepal is in precarious situation, having that will, that guts to fight it out, playing his natural game, mind you. He didn't bog down. Whenever he got the ball in his arc, he made sure that he put it to the fence.
Edged, and there's going to be runs, and that's misfortune for Paris Kakka. It's going to be a crucial 4 for USA. They need that just to keep the required run rate in check as well. Nowhere near where Rusty Theron was intending to put it, but he won't mind how they come. Paris Kakka darting that one through, and no real chance for first slip.
One of those balls which he intends to go away from the batsman. Just aced it.
सुरक्षित निर्माण को शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील।
आज गरेको जीवन बीमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो। समयमै जीवन बीमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ। ज्योति लाइफ सधैं तपाईको साथ।
कस्तो बोरिङ भइरहेछ यार।
सेन्टर फ्रुटको मिठो टेस्ट जसले बनाउँछ मुड टिङ टङ।
So far, I'm backing him to bowl at least 2 out of these 4 balls.
How many balls will he wait? Will it be the first one, Vinod?
And there are a lot of planning going around. They brought in a silly mid-off. Anything, the field looks like it's going to be a leg break.
With the silly point in place, it almost choreographs what he's going to bowl, but perhaps trying to open up the gate outside the off stump and spin one shot. Sharply back in. Lamachani.
He's bamboozled Rusty Theron in this over. He's no idea which way it's turning. He's just lunging his pad forward and just putting the bat. Just watch out for the googly, Rusty. It's coming your way.
It is the googly, and it's going to be 5 wides because Rusty Theron didn't pick it, and Binod Bandari had no idea where that was going. That's the problem when you're as good as Sandeep Lamachani. You feel like you should almost be taking a wicket every ball, just trying a bit too hard. 5 runs to the total.
5 costly runs, Andrew. Mind you, they're defending only 190 on this wicket. They cannot afford to give away any freebies, and they've given 10 extras in form of wides.
Rusty Theron will survive by the skin of his teeth, and it's a kick of the dirt from Lamachani. 2 for 27 for him. That's 135 for 8.
निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार SR
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न बैंकै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँ ल्याऊ अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न बैंक गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी ल
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै बैंकको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो
अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा ब्याङ्क हातमा
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
So that's the end of Sandeep Lamachani's involvement for the day, but on deciding, Ian, you're going a bit better than me. Why don't you keep the strike and continue facing this trial by spin?
Probably that's the best way to go. Let Holland bat as many balls as possible in this last 10 overs, and he will get you there.
Just feel the tension rising again. Just before the dismissal of Stevenson, you felt the crowd getting a little anxious. He managed to will another wicket. But his final 5 overs, Karen KC, are going to be absolutely crucial. And that's brilliant batting, using the pace on the ball, and there's going to be plenty of time for at least 2 work to do here. He's only just going to cut that off. Carell has allowed at least 1 extra run there. They get back for 3. He's a keeper by trade. That was a poor piece of fielding.
Absolutely. Subhash Kakurili should have dived there and stopped it from going towards the boundary. It's only 2 if maximum. But he's a wicket keeper. You can't blame him for doing that.
Ian Holland moves into the 70s, his highest ever one-day international score. And what a knock it's been. If he could just get some support from the other end, he could break the home side's hearts. 51 only needed now to win. That 5 wides from Lamachani, costly. You were just saying to me off air, been odd that if they bat the 50 overs, you think USA will win?
Absolutely. I strongly believe that if they bat till the 50th over, I'm very sure that USA will win it. They will need to get this team all out before that.
Yeah, how crucial is the experience of Rusty Theron going to be? Batting obviously isn't his first skill set. He's an opening bowler. He's 34 years of age. He's played cricket all around the world. And he knows that if he can just survive with the way Ian Holland's batting, USA have a chance.
And he's only looking to block.
Overs of this one-day international. Somehow these games with Nepal always go the distance, no matter what the score or circumstance. USA were 6 for 1, 7 for 2, 9 for 3, 13 for 4, 27 for 5. Before Elmore Hutchinson's dismissal reduced them to 65 for 7. But somehow they're still in here fighting. And as you can see with the score comparison, sudden starting to even, just 14 runs in the difference, and Ian Holland is playing a gem of the knock. The Hampshire man, so Mala's got to go back to one of his guns. That gun is Karen KC from the pavilion end. He's got 5 overs left. Here he comes. He hasn't looked flustered at any point. Hasn't looked out of control. Just wonder if he thinks all of a sudden he's believing he can get his side over the line. Mohammed Nadeem it was for Oman. Those home fans are looking nervous all of a sudden, Binod.
Especially till the time Holland is there. But since they've lost 8 wickets, Nepal will fancy their chances all the way. It's only about getting a wicket from here, and then they can run through the side. But to get that 1 wicket, it has to be Holland. If he stays there till the 50th over, single-handedly he could win it for USA.
Yeah, that's surely what Andrew Mala's got to be saying. He's got to be saying 2 good bits of cricket here, guys. 2 good deliveries get us over the line. If they can try to bring the required run rate into play, that's why the 5 wides was costly. The boundary off this first delivery, get it up to a run of ball with 2 wickets in hand. It really would become something. There's the wicket. That's the one good bit of cricket that Nepal needed. Karen KC's got the golden arm. He's got the big wicket of Ian Holland. It's come off the outside edge. Binod Bandari hangs on, and surely that's game, set, and very nearly matched for Nepal.
Telling you, they should have gone for the kill too early. They allowed this USA team to creep into this game by delaying. They brought in the part-timers. They changed the bowling quite too often. When the things are going your way, team is 60 for 7. You should have gone for the kill early, but it's never too late. Karan Casey, look at that length. It just kicked from the length. Just kept climbing up to the batsman. Binod Bandari does the rest. And 9th wicket down for Team USA. This is a big blow. A final nail in the coffin. Nepal looks good to win it from here.
144 for 9, just 1 wicket needed.
Skyward washing machine. We care every detail.
सबलाई मेरै चाड ठाड हु बलियो म फला मे डन्डी ढुङ्गा केटी अघि नभन घमण्डी नगरौ झगडा सबै मिलौ है बलियो घर बनाउन सबै जुटौ है युनाइटेड भई गरौ आफ्नो काम युग युग सम्झिनेछ
कुनै पनि निर्माणमा सबै निर्माण सामग्रीको आफ्नै महत्त्व हुन्छ त्यसैले युनाइटेड सिमेन्टले सबैलाई समेट्दै भन्छौं अब
Sarav Netravalkar in at number 11. Certainly not a bad batsman, but surely too big a task. 47 to win still.
The Valentine boy, the month of February, and the love affair of Karan Casey continues. He's pulled another superb spell today. So far he's got 3.
And just one ball away now from what will be a maiden one-day international victory on home soil. It's going to send this huge crowd of well over 12,000 people here today home very happy. Perfect Saturday, super Saturday. You can't really argue that Nepal have deserved this victory.
Absolutely, especially with the ball, the way they started today. They came out with a mission. Again, the bounce doing it for Holland. He didn't expect that ball to climb up to him.
It's going to end the 41st over. Nepal are 1 wicket away. USA 144 for 9.
सुरक्षित निर्माणको शक्तिशाली आधार एसआर स्टील
Table, Men's Cricket World Cup League 2.
It will be fitting if this kid takes it. What a debut, dream debut he's had.
Paddle sweep from Rusty Theron gets a single. Paris Katka doing the work. And yeah, it really would be fitting if Kushal Malla can add to his debut ODI wicket, his magnificent innings of 50. Just spare a thought for Ian Holland. 75 he made out of this total so far of 145, so over 50% of the total. This hasn't found any support from his teammates.
More the runs, the control he batted with, absolutely terrific. Never looked into problem whatsoever. Against a quality bowling lineup, against quality spinners, he looked at ease. His form would be crucial even going forward into this tournament for Team USA.
It's a very pleasing shot from a number 11 in Sarah Netravalk. It'll just be a single. Like I said, no mug with the bat, but final wickets, you don't really see partnerships of more than 20 or 25, so probably all futile unless we see a Valentine's Day repeat.
True, very true. And of course, with these two batsmen not known for their batting prowess, Nepal would fancy their chances of winning it with some margin, which will be important going forward into this tournament.
Yeah, net run rate, of course, will be crucial, or could be crucial. 3 of the 7 sides advancing automatically to the Cricket World Cup qualifier. Sarah Netravalk must be a frustrated captain. He's wondering why he's having to do some of the donkey work here with the bat. Nearly bowled him. I don't know how that's missed the stumps. Inside edge onto the pad. And it's going to run away all the way for 4. One of the most remarkable 4s you'll ever see, because it's misleg stump and it's gone for a boundary 4 on the offside.
Actually, it missed everything. If anything, it must have
विश्वासितै अघि बढ्दै मेगा ब्याङ्क नेपाल लिमिटेड
And Sandeep Lamachani really to thank. I know Sushambari took 3 middle order wickets, but it was that early blast from Karen KC and Lamachani where they took 4 wickets inside 4 overs. America were rattled, reduced to 13 for 4. Kushal Mala just 1 over left, so we'll see Karen KC bowl all of these final remaining overs or those that are needed from this pavilion end. He'll be dreaming of a 4-wicket haul. Starts with a bouncer. That was awkward and uncomfortable for Rusty Theron. I don't think he expected that, but nice to see Karen KC check he's all right.
He nearly ducked into it. Ball not coming off the wicket, coming up slowly.
I think it's actually hit him on the head. By the protocols, he should really be having a quick check from the physio, but perhaps the umpire is thinking it just came at such slow pace. Maybe just missed the deflection of the helmet.
It just missed it. That's what I believe. It just missed his helmet. He had time to duck away from it. A round of applause for themselves, actually, for just battling this cold weather, sitting on the banks, watching the whole game from there. It's not easy. We being in the commentator's box could feel that chill.
You'd rather be out there in the pitch still, not, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. It's better. It keeps you warm as well. Some running to do. It'll keep you warm as well.
Yeah, we've got the window open here in our commentary position so we can call all the action for you perfectly, or as close to as perfectly as we can. But there's a cutting wind coming across the ground now, and that sun is just about to fall behind the hills across to my right. These dot balls, direct hit from Paris Kadka, backward point. Rusty Theron safely home, but the home crowd love that.
Anything that he does, he commands respect from the crowd. Such has been his aura in Nepal cricket.
Why is he such a fan favourite here? I know he's been around so long, but there's just something about him. He's got that charisma.
He's got that leadership charisma about him. He's been one of the better captains that we've had for whatever number of years we've played cricket. Also his off-the-field leadership exploits. He's kind of a no-nonsense person. Everybody knows that.
So it's going to be a maiden, not really what USA would have wanted at this stage. It's 151 for 9 after 43.
Skyward refrigerators, lively and fresh every day.
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा ब्याङ्क नेपाल लिमिटेड
राजीव दाइ पैसा पठाउनु पर्ने थियो मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभ गर्न ब्याङ्कै जानु भएको छैन भने
यहाँले अब मोबाइल ब्याङ्किङ एक्टिभेट गर्न ब्याङ्क गइरहनै पर्दैन डाइरेक्ट मोबाइलबाटै हुन्छ
ग्रेट दाइ
नेक्स्ट
राजीव
फेरि मोबाइलको ब्यालेन्स सक्यो होला डोन्ट वरी
राजीव दाइ मलाई त्यति सेक्युर लागिरहेको छैन है
कसरी सेक्युर छैन ब्रो आफ्नै ब्याङ्कको एप हो यो
यहाँ बस आइसक्यो
राजीव छोरीको पनि स्कुलको फी तिर्नु थियो
अब अनलाइन ब्याङ्किङको लागि आफ्नो ब्याङ्कको मोबाइल एप डाउनलोड गर्नुहोस् मोबाइल साथमा
take its bow for the day. It's the captain of the United States of America at the crease, Sarab Netravalkar. He's got a huge task for him and Rusty Theron. They still need 40. And the required run rate coming into play without doubt. Chipped down the ground for a single. This is the final over from Kushal Malla. Surely he's going to round off a dream day and pinch himself. Has this all actually happened? Live on Kantipur TV?
Absolutely. And he's somebody who's still a kid at heart. He is a kid. But if you talk to him, he's always surprised with his own performances at times. Wonderful kid to be around.
Yeah, that's what the future of Nepal cricket looks like. It's Kushal Malla. 15 years of age. When he came to the crease today, his side were in all sorts of bother. Reduced to 49 for 5. He played a dashing left-hander's innings, 50 off 51 balls. As Theron gets out, the paddle sweep. It was about as good an innings as you could ever recall in Nepal colours.
Absolutely, especially coming from a youngster, 16-year-old boy. Couldn't have asked for anything better. I'm sure even the team management and all would have been nervous. Him walking into the crease with 5 wickets down for nothing.
Sarab Netravalkar has the look of a man who is not going to die wondering. We're going to see some big shots from him. Theron's been very composed throughout his knock. But they need a run of ball nearly now. Kushal Malla has just one delivery left to cap a dream debut.
Could he finish with a second wicket for himself and end this painful wait for all the crowd?
He won't. He's bowled beautifully though, Kushal Malla. Perhaps it's the second string of his all-round bow. It's really the batting he's going to become known for. But well done, son. 15 years of age. USA 155 for 9.
आज गरेको जीवन बिमा नै भोलिको खुशियाली र सुरक्षित भविष्यको आधार हो समयमै जीवन बिमा गरी बचत गर्ने बानी बसाऊ ज्योति लाइफ सधैँ तपाईको साथ
विश्वास जित्दै अघि बढ्दै मेगा ब्याङ्क नेपाल लिमिटेड
Ben Nevis, Scottish Delight Ice Cream.
Skyward, Google Android TV, lead the future.
सनफ्लो शुद्ध सनफ्लावर तेलको खरिदमा प्याकेटमा प्राप्त युनिकोडलाई 31008 मा SMS गरी
36 deliveries remain and USA need 36 runs to break Nepal's hearts, but they have just one wicket in hand to do it. One moment of magic from anyone on this Nepal side, it'll be all over. 2 points to Nepal. Here comes Karen KC. Pulled powerfully into the deep. There's a man out there, and that's going to be the winning moment. That is that one moment of magic. It's Karen KC doing it yet again in Nepal colours. He's got 4 for 15, and Nepal win by 35 runs.
Oh boy, what a turnaround this is from the last game we had on this TU cricket ground. Nepal losing the first one, coming back strong in this after losing 5 wickets for almost below 50 runs, making 191 with the help of Vinod Bhandari and Kushal Malla, and defending it very well. Karan KC take a bow, 4th wicket for him today. Sandeep Lamichhane onto the boundary, accepting that chance gleefully.
He holds his arms out in joy. Throw.
अब त चोरीलाई खोप लगाउने हो बालबालिकालाई दादुरा र रुबेला रोगबाट बचाउन यही फागुन र चैत्र महिनामा खोप अभियान हुँदैछ आफ्नो 9 महिनादेखि 5 वर्ष मुनिका बालबालिकालाई खोप लगाउन नजिकैको खोप केन्द्रमा लैजाऊ
यसले बालबालिकाको जीवन रक्षा गर्छ यो खोप निशुल्क पाइन्छ र यो सुरक्षित छ नेपालबाट दादुरा र रुबेला रोग निवारण
And Karen KC is saying, Kushal Mala, you lead us off. And the boys are saying, no, Karen, you lead us off. Karen is such a generous man. He's saying, let the 15-year-old take us off. And what a moment this is. 15 years of age, Kushal Mala. He's my pick for man of the match. We don't decide that, but we'll have to wait and see if he's going to get it.
Well, Karan would be threatening that call. But the most heartening thing to see in this team is two guys putting their hands up, Binod Bhandari and Kushal Malla, because Nepal mostly relies on their experienced batsmen like Paras, Gyanendra, Sarad and Co, even Dipendra to some extent, but these two guys putting their hands up and batting and making sure that they reach a total that is defendable on this sort of a wicket is commendable.
Huge disappointment for the league leaders, USA. You can see that it's not just the cold that's biting them at the moment. They've played 2, lost 2 here. They would have come to Nepal and fancied their chances. They were top of the table. They'd won 6 from 8 coming into Kathmandu, but they just haven't been able to get it done. A big change coming to the local conditions. And it really is their top order batting that has caused them all the problems. The big guns, the names we all know so well: Xavier Marshall, Stephen Taylor, Ronak Patel, Aaron Jones. They just haven't fired yet. The top of that batting card really looks more like a phone number than a cricket scorecard.
Absolutely, and they'll have to find a way to negotiate the early overs, because even against Oman they struggled to get a start. Now on this sort of a wicket, it's not the kind of a wicket where you just get in and play your shots. You'll have to bide the time. You'll have to play the number of balls to feel comfortable about. Just take the example of Ian Holland. Both the innings he's played, he's batted the number of balls that he needed to get those 50s, those 70s that he's got so far. Maybe somebody else in the batting order will need to do the same.
Yeah, Ian Holland, the absolute standout. Outside of his 75, he nearly made 50% of America's runs. It was really only Cameron Stevenson that made any contribution. Kareem Agor making double figures as well. But a sorry tale chasing Nepal's 190. After those early wickets, they were never really in it. But for Nepal, it was the Karen KC show. 4 for 15 from 7.1 overs. Really well backed up by Sandeep Lamachani and Sushan Bari. What a bowling outfit Nepal have.
How many overs did I tell you that the spinners will be bowling? Just count the overs, Andrew. Apart from 7 and 2, only 9 overs. 9.1 overs to be exact.
I think you might have said they'd bowl 35 overs of spin, and they bowled 10, 20, 30, 35. So don't you ever question that Binod Das doesn't know his cricket. We spoke in the first innings. I asked him, compared to America's 4 overs of spin,